Shield FM.
All right, Mr. George H. Newbold. Let's start the conversation with you, sir. How is your day today, and how is the city of brotherly love? You're muted, sir.
City of brotherly love is cool and calm. I have been on and off, sleeping and waking up, still trying to recuperate from the Sunday get together for my daughter graduation. And what is on my plate is the phone call I received from Plivo yesterday
Okay.
that Firestone there, they used to call Cavallo Firestone, they want to cut down the rubber trees and plant oil palm. And I don't know if that was part of the arrangement. So I received a call from Plivo because the 99 years are over. Actually, we're over no last year. The 99 years. And because of the Land Right Act, they need to go and renegotiate with the people. Let me take the renegotiate out. They need to go and negotiate with the people because in the first place, there was no negotiation. The government just came and took the land, took it from Gavi. So that should not happen. And that is what on my plate. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Mr. Alex D. Wooloo. What's going on with you and Zoo's whiskey? Alex, look, that's a still photo. I don't think he's moving.
Yes, and to add, Honorable Nippet has guest, and so he will be on later on.
Okay.
All right.
That's great. Alex, are you there? Alex,
you getting me?
Alex,
Alex, they worry about the US.
You getting me?
Yeah, we get you now.
Hey, I need to look at my camera. I don't know what happened. I just playing star on the camera.
We are getting you, Alex.
All right, so yes, graduate is okay. We are doing well. The weather, everything is okay. We are not experiencing rain. The only thing on ground is we yet to get the information from the local authority pertaining to those two missing brother.
Wow.
The tariff, yeah, we yet to get any update. Whether they are bent for, no update up to this time. Even the 72 hours given to the county attorney have passed. We yet to get any information from that angle to know what is unfolding. So recently, yeah, we still look up because when the caucus came, they have a meeting. Some family member was there. That they are still working on things, but we are not getting any information about the two missing brother. So we're still here. And also tomorrow in the chat, tonight in the chat, will be dropping the, budget report. The county council already gave it, so we can discuss it tomorrow on the show.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, sounds good. Goody goody, goody goody. So yeah, over here, in the state of lovers. Believe it or not, that's how called.
Believe it or not, that's how called I was still
Virginia for lovers.
Virginia for lovers.
So
So
we're always in the
we're
mood of
always
love.
in the mood of love.
Ellis, can you mute, please?
Can you mute, please?
Mr. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a question
I have
for
a question
Alex.
for Alex.
Okay.
The county
County
attorney
attorney said,
I know it was the senator that said the county attorney was
the
going to
county
give the
attorney
family
give the family
the $50,000 Liberian dollars
Liberian
that they got from the family.
dollars.
I don't know if they give the money back. And then the police inspector general said that they were going to be arrested by Saturday in that 19.5 million drug case. I don't know if there has been any arrest. Those are the two questions since he's on the ground.
Yeah. Okay. We'll have him answer that when he comes back.
Yeah.
Alex, I hope you. Well, if he comes back, if you didn't hear the question, you will have to repost it to him. But I want to start with this, Mr. Nouveau.
Okay.
And I want to know what you think. This is your man. This is your man now.
Who? We are?
No, Pia. We are not your man, you know. This is your man. I can't call the friend name, but a Pia.
Gerald Limit.
Geraldine McPia. There you go. Geraldine McPia. Let me roll this video so that we can, because for me, I think it borders on not even sensitivity. They don't even come here. It borders on, all right, this is good. On, it's like, responsibility, I want to call it.
If you can't get it, I watched it.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, but this is the minister in a public office while he's at work watching soccer game in the office.
He is not working.
I have to assume.
He's not working.
I have to assume the fact that he's in the public office. If he was in his bedroom, I would not say he's not working, but I don't see where he's coming from. But just say something about this, Mr. Nouveau. I mean, from the perspective of productivity and the perspective of accountability, what would you say about this?
I mean, it is outrageous that you will be in your office and have people in your office watching a football game. And it's like, George, we are going to where was it?
Qatar?
Yeah, Qatar.
Yeah.
Spending 45 days there.
Yeah.
I mean, why would he behave this way? Why would he have people in his office? That's misuse of public facilities.
That's right. That's the accountability issue I'm talking about right there.
That's the accountability issue.
How can you account for this right here? How? I mean, how? Apart from that, you are on the people's time. You are on the people's time. Yes. The people are paying you. You're supposed to do the people work, not to be cheering or Argentina while they're winning. How does that? What benefit does that accrue to Liberian people? How can we account for that? If we're talking about GDP tomorrow, how can we say, oh yes, the time the 2 hours or 2.5 hours that the minister and all his deputies spent in his office cheering on Argentina brought this to Liberia, helped move the GDP up. How? How can we say that?
I mean,
And PI is supposed to have lived here, or probably still live here.
he lived here.
So he lived here. He lived here.
Live here. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if he worked here, but here you cannot be showing World Cup, even watching the game on your computer.
No,
You cannot.
no, no.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the argument could be made. Let's say, oh man, them people keep. The argument could be made. Oh yeah, if for example, it wasn't Liberia hosted the World Cup, so Liberia got more to gain from the ministers, at least taking some time off to watch it. That is a perfect argument. But how can he make the kind of argument? A process that is thousands of miles away from us. And you spending the people's precious time. Why you spending your time? Why you on the people's clock? Using the people's facility. Even if you had left the office and went somewhere to go watch it, why are you still on the clock? That too would be irresponsible. Well, not irresponsible, unproductive. So it is even a double whammy, we'll say in America here, for he to be in the public office, on the public clock, and spending his time watching watching soccer, cheering on not even Liberia, but another team. I mean, any way you put it, it is just not conducive, looking at it. And for me, you see no remorse. It's like the guy, he got camera on him. He got camera on him.
And maybe he's the one who posted the video.
I think I'm seeing an email. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I think he did. He probably did. He knows an individual who did this.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing will not maybe he is a PA in his office that did the thing. He's aware. He passed right by the cameraman. He can see the cameraman.
Yeah.
So he's aware of it. Even if he wasn't aware until the moment, caught that thing up, And people know that, okay, he's not, he's just, but it's doing it in the face of the camera. How, like you said, how can this man now turn around and say George Weah is George Weah, let's get out of the word and use on George Weah. George Weah is irresponsible. Instead of doing the Liberian people's work, he went and watched soccer game for 45 days. So what it seemed to me is that if you had the same opportunity that George Weah had, you would do worse than George Weah.
Do that.
You would do even worse than George Weah, because at least George Weah left the country.
Yep.
He didn't use the Liberian people resources, not a facility. Even they use the resources, you're getting paid while he was there.
And that's the time his son use your language back to get more money. The money we brought not finished. and Tua was not in Monrovia. Tua was in, I think, Lofa. And that's the place Tua was coming from, because we are saying how to get money. And Tua, was involved in an accident. Yep.
Wow. Wow.
So that's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any sense to me, but they always say, you cannot teach me how to do my job.
Yeah, but how can this minister not leave from here, Georgie, and criticize past government? How? I think he boxed himself in. How can this man get out of this? He boxed himself in big time. For as long as he stays in this position, he has boxed himself in. There's no way PR can criticize anybody. Because this right here, on so many levels, it is wrong. Professionally, it is absolutely wrong. Productively, wrong. So, I mean, I don't know. I can keep going on. Well, let me just stay right there. But I wanted to play this so we can look at it because he is the guy, who speaks for the government.
Minister of Information.
Yeah.
The mouthpiece for the government.
Mouthpiece for the government.
So, no, he has to be, his activity has to be analyzed.
You would think he will have that same presence of mind, while he performs his duty, but apparently not. All right, so let me look at the next one on that. On this one, well, first of all, Alex, let me ask you before we go. What do you think about this? I know, I don't know who is up.
I know that you're minister, but what you have to say?
All the point I accuse you say you're Unity Parliament.
I don't know who I was supposed to because other people say I'm for CDC.
Mr. Numo will say he's from CDC, right?
Because Mr. Numo buying it. They are from CDC.
Alex been going hard on the CDC for these students. Oh yeah.
I see why it is raining here.
The CDC who organized the birthday or the anniversary in Alex, then you're not coming to the program. What Alex say? The people sideline on whole program. Yeah, but let me on this one.
Yeah, so I just seen this video, so I don't even know that I'm on DM News. I just saw the video, but the guy celebrating. I had to say that Liberia scored against Argentina. Said that's a problem. Even if we have your TV, it should not be on a recording. I think it do it behind closed door. You just enjoy yourself, but see how they are plenty in office celebrating because Argentina score while you are doing public. So why maybe doing some document make mistake or some other document are going to benefit us as a country. He is the person that bring out information to the public. So doing this, if you know that you're going to watch a game, I think you can do that after he work, relaxing at home, and then you do it, but in your office. For me, it's not good for us, because if they're at home, that's fine. But in your office, see the president picture, everything right, and it made celebrating happy because Messi not school for Liberia. But it seems right, and all of this thing we go talking people say, you CDC man or the Unity Parliament ANC man. That's the right saying it. But these are the same people, if they are not in power, they will criticize other people.
Yeah.
Yesterday, some of them say George Weah left from Liberia at that time when you were president, leaving to go wasting the worker. Now you're not in power again, go look at worker. They say what happened, CDC happened the anniversary, you not come back here. So our people only speak out if they are not in power. When they're in power, they do it, they defend it. If right now we asking you, say, I get it ready to win again, Joe, we are leaving to go win again. You start saying, yeah. So that the country we find ourselves in, we will manage with our leader and just go ahead and keep doing the people well. That's all.
If If he did not criticize Weah in the past, then he was going to be right to say it. But he criticized Weah.
Yeah.
And now he's doing the same thing.
And I mean, just to add to what you said there, Alex, the men celebrating that Lone Star and Scope. And I'm sure he is a Basolian. Does he celebrate a Grand Bassa Day in the county meet? Can somebody find a video for this guy and show? I mean, look at the man celebrating behind his desk. I'm sure he got money on this game. Maybe he got money on this game. He probably gonna put bets somewhere on the game. Because this guy is putting look. Oh my gosh. Okay. We'll keep that. This is embarrassing. I swear to God. It is embarrassing. No way. But stay on the Unity Party theme. Mr. Newboy and Alex will play the other video. Mr. Newboy, you think I hate you on Unity Party today, but no. This thing affects everybody. I mean, you in government office and he using government money like that to facilitate it, like, you know, he kept. I want to put one up.
For me, I don't care about partisan politics, though. Mm-hmm.
I know. No, you do. I can't like slide with that one, Mr. Nubo. Because you always say, yeah, now you stop me. You always say,
why are you dangling? You say, yes, I know. Now you say, I don't know.
It hit me that you always criticize. You always criticize me of being seditious when I have said over and over that I don't affiliate with CDC. I'm not a seditious. I'm saying it live on camera right now so you can hear that on Mr. Nubo. I'm not a seditious.
Are you a commission?
I don't know what that means, but I'm not that either. Oh, no. Oh, of course. I'm a million miles away from that one. At least that was Anthony Gay. All right, there's another video here, Mr. Nubo. And this place is one of the market centers in Monrovia. And you can see the dirt piled up. And the video came and go faster to pick it all up. We saw this under George Weah, and we have seen this now under Mr. Boycott.
We saw it on Ellen.
We saw it on Ellen as well. Yes.
Okay.
What would it take? Do you think maybe the Liberian Market Association, all the money they're taking from people? For me, this is my resolution. This is my.
They collect money from these people every day.
Every day they collect fees. And the market ground looks so horrible at it, so hazardous. People are breathing in this dirt, this hazard, and they collect money from the people. So my thing is the government should step in. So look, whatever you're collecting, we will take that money from you and make sure that we find a company that will do the work, because you're not doing the work. Because you have shown over the years that you cannot do this work. Like you said, from Ellen, Weah, and now Boycott. You can't do this work. You really just cannot do this work. And we can't rely on you anymore. I think for me, that would be my solution. And I believe there are companies or there are individuals out there. Look, if they put an RF out, the request for bid, if they put that information out there, a request for bid, I think there are smart Liberians in that country that will put up a very good proposal and bring this issue to a halt. Now, why people have not thought about this or thinking about this, because you cannot be going down the same route for let's say over 20 years. We've been having this problem since we came out of war. And the people cannot be thinking that this scene route of going, this is going to solve this problem. No. I said maybe if this is in the hands of the city.
Wait now, are you asking question or what?
I'm asking questions and providing solutions.
Yeah, but how you ask question for 30 minutes?
Oh God. What clock are you using that? What time are you using that? You know what? I will talk. Now, let me break down a little bit. I'll talk to Mr. Hunter. So you're asking about, you say, Archie, who is that gentleman? He is very critical and he makes us laugh. I said, who? I said, Mr. Nubo. He said, yes, that gentleman.
Now, few years ago, I wrote that Liberia does not have solid waste disposal plan. Only the city of Monrovia has. And UN came and they established a disposal, which is filled now in Wayne Town. And the pollution from there, they would never allow journalists, addicts to enter. And that is criminal. And I saw Zeze on TV, and one of the people that he was praising in the Boaka government, that was Yakpaudo. He is the director of the Environmental Protection Agency. Is this a hallmark of protecting the environment from pollution?
I know.
It is not. What is his national plan? And even if people go there and dump these things in the night, what is his plan to find out who's doing that?
Yes.
So if it is our partisan in Liberia, we praise them for doing nothing. And that was Cesar did. Cesar even praised Mo Ali. Yeah. Mo Ali and another person whose name I don't remember now on the national TV. And maybe the journalists that will interview him need to go and take this picture, this video, and say, Zeze, what is this? Please comment. I mean, I'm a party chairman now. Liberia's People's Party. I'm a chairman. But I put in your face, anytime I have the chance. Yeah, so
Felicia Lamptey.
Okay. But take it over, let me.
Sure. But so and I so let me talk to you, Alex. Are we having similar problem in Zwedru? First of all, before I ask that question, yeah, let me just say it. Are we having similar problem in Zwedru with the trash?
It's all right. Okay, tomorrow's Thursday. Okay, tomorrow Wednesday. Maybe anything possible, I'll do my possible best. The last time my friend I planned to carry on live to the various areas that people are damaging, maybe putting that along the proposed streetway. So there are a lot of places here in Zwedru that you can just pass easily. and that you have to hold your nose. You have to hold your nose tag before you can pass. Ones have to do with the proposed street from in front of City House, hitting to the street right here, Desval Street, if parts of Canaan Hallway. That is closing up that road. Because of that, now if rain fell, you will see even if rain fall for 1 hour, you can't use that road. If you have on your shoe, maybe you have to use the other road, or if you're on bike, you leave your feet in the air. But it's very much bad because I don't care how you do, you still touch water. So if you go around the police station, between the police station and the youth building, another new area that we saw the feet and they put in there, it's still there. So if you leave that area, there's a road from the police station that hits right to Calify, and that particular again just carry that one East City. There's a closing that other proposed street road. So there are a lot of places in Grand Juda here. Even place that is selected that people might carry there on the highway. If you're going to Bolekin, that's just a River Gisano way. They carry there, they are not even putting it there the proper way. They will just carry the picker with death in it, staying at St. Canyon, shovel chunky there. At the end, on late breeze, can you see all the dead coming back on the road? Just to tell you that if you enter in Zwedju, this is the welcome statement. This is how Zwedju look. Because if you can carry down the highway, then the dead come back on the road. Somebody just coming from River G and Maryland County, they know where they already enter. Wow. And citizens been complaining about this. People been talking about it. My friend, I just planned that we were going to do a live to all of these places that we're talking about. So just because it's after, I'll do my possible best. Either if we don't do the live on Thursday, I'll go around there and take photos so they can see how the area looking. So there are a lot of places here in Zwedju. Even Galloway, the people are there complaining. If Emma Williams is listening, he will call you tonight and tell you. Every day and night in complaint. Sometimes the people getting the waste to the dump site, then with the pickers, they pull it in. At times you see the dead dropping along the road. And citizens can call the radio or the city mayor need to tell the guys who carry the dead, throwing it away, that they have to do it in a proper way, because sometimes as soon as they take dead before getting on the other quota, you see dead drop. And when they carry to throw it away, because they are using picker, they don't really throw it in a good way. Sometimes there's something you scatter something on the road and they leave it there, they come back. So we have this, more than this, in Zwedju. A lot of places. That if we start carrying you or if we start showing live, you'll see, but I will do a live because I want to come in the net. So that we can also play the video that people be seeing it. Yeah, but there are a lot of places here in Zwedju.
Thank you, Alex. Sorry for the interruption. EPA is not only Monrovia. EPA is for the entire nation, but they don't have national plan. Even the companies like MOPP, Maryland Oil Palm Plantation, you go there, you'll be miles away and smell the pollution from the factory. EPA has representative in Palibo now, but I don't care. They get their brown envelope.
Aren't the kind of facilities supposed to be certain distance away from dwelling places?
Yes, they're supposed to be, and there are some things and some treatment that is supposed to use so that the pollution will not travel from the factory. But Liberian government does not care. Liberian government does not care. Even like here, the big generators, you have to do some connection. You have to bring an added-on device for it not to be smoking. Yeah. And we find people, for them not having it. So these things, we are not taking care of them. They were doing cremation, Ebola or patients
Right.
or victims. And EPA did not know where they were burying the ashes.
What?
They didn't know. They didn't know. No. So there are a lot of things. Even the crematory here.
Mm-hmm.
I went and inspected a crematory. I think we'll find out about $16,000 because there was the place got flooded, and they did not inform our office. And I went there, and I asked for certain documents. They say, the place got flooded, and this. I said, no, but did you inform our office? Said, no, we didn't. $16,000 to pay in fine. Even we work for the city of Philadelphia. When the city violates, we fine the city, and the city pay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
that's you call straight.
Yes,
straight
but
rule.
we don't have that in Liberia. We don't have that in Liberia. You and like Pierre will behave, and the journalists go to him. He will insult the journalist. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's very good for that. He is good for that. All right, so let's do another topic, and then before we go to the lines, it's this one, and just I want to keep in line, Jaji, and Alex. But if you guys have any topic of interest, you can let me know too. We'll talk about. But I want to Phoebe Hospital closure. You talk about pollutant and the issue of health, and and the cremation, all that stuff. Phoebe Hospital is reportedly shut down.
Why?
According to Daily Observer. Yeah. Due to unpaid arrears. It is saddening. So the last time, a few nights ago, I played this video on, and the guy said, "Hey, they came true." The guy that he did, and he said, "If you don't pay us our money, come this day, Phoebe will be shut down, and there's nobody that can bring it back up." And it shut down. So they were true to the word.
What did he do to shut it down?
Yeah, that's why I want to put up the article so that we can do some reading on it. Maybe, hopefully it's not a long, but Daily Observer can do a deep article. So it is always long, but let me see if I can put it up, and then we'll read it. maybe very briefly before we go to the lines. Yeah. And I don't know why we keep why, but so it is not, if it's not Phoebe, it is how you call it, that Ronnie Dunbar Hospital.
Okay, yes. That's
I'm sorry.
Dunbar Hospital.
Sorry about-
Dunbar is owned by the
Who's your
government.
name?
When I was in Banga, it was a clinic. Now I think Charles Taylor Town made it a hospital. CB Dunbar.
But what about Phoebe? Phoebe Dunbar. Okay, see,
Phoebe
I'm kind of
is owned by the
I thought there were
church.
two separate hospitals.
Phoebe is owned by, I think, the
Okay.
Episcopal Church. The same church that owned Cottontown, I think.
I see. Yeah, but why the hospital can't really get on course and do what is really meant to do? It's always a problem. I know it's not just me saying this, but if you follow the news, Phoebe, if it is not short of medication, Phoebe is having staff problem or you're having management problem. Phoebe is always some kind of problem in that country. Yeah, it is always in some kind of problem.
Okay,
But I
that's
have
Phoebe.
yeah. So I have the article up. All right, Phoebe Hospital, one of the nation's most critical referral hospital or health facility, has descended into chaos as workers shut down the facility on Monday, July 6, over unpaid arrears and other labor-related grievances. Officers of the police detachment of the Liberian National Police arrested leaders of the protesters, allegedly placing some in jail. Why would they do that? Don't people have the right to protest in this country? All right. What began as a labor disagreement has now escalated into a full-scale institutional crisis, exposing deep fractures and leadership, governance, labor relations, and the country's fragile healthcare system. The shutdown of services at Phoebe Hospital by aggrieved workers, coupled with the arrest of union members by the Liberian National Police, has transformed an internal workspace dispute into a national concern with potentially life-threatening consequences. All right, I just want to stop there, Judge. We already know the reason. We don't need to kind of read this long article. If they does everything, I would do a very, very deep article. They're not at front page Africa to do it, you know. But yes, so we know it started from, but don't they have what we call, what you must all talking about earlier today, union that will be able to negotiate on their behalf with the government so that you know stuff like this don't happen? Because I can understand why the news is saying life threatening, because people got to go to the hospital, people got to go for treatment, and rightfully too, the workers need to be able to feed themselves and their families, and equal work, equal pay. When people come to work and to do your work, you got to pay them for the work they do. I think they have that right. It is within their right to do so. And Phoebe is still not, handling the problem. I want to think, because there's a video. There was a video out there, and the guy was, I think, was in the laundry room, and the guy was showing how difficult it was for him to do the work as the laundry worker. I think it was at the same hospital. I'm not making this up. I think it was at the same hospital. And I think there is a very deep issue here that must be concerning to the ministry and to the executive management as well. Why does it have to be Phoebe all the time? Why? There's something deep deeply wrong with Phoebe. And maybe the government need to look into it. But not maybe, they do need to look into it and stop this. Because the credibility issue, I mean, I don't want to take myself or my family to a health facility where that is always in some kind of a, mishap. I don't want to do that. I don't think it will be the best thing to do. So Phoebe, integrity is also on the line in terms of service, and the ministry will do well to be able to seize the kind of the activity from happening before it comes into the news, because it doesn't look well. Doesn't look well at all. But Mr. Nubo, I'd like to talk to you before we go to the lines.
Well, I don't know how it is done now, but government sends subsidies to these private hospitals. And I remember what happened to the subsidies that were sent to Cottonton when some big man was there.
Why you ought to laugh when you say
When some big man was there. Now, you cannot go and jail somebody when you are owing them.
Yeah, I'm glad you put in that context.
And see if the protest will continue. You'll go to the bargaining table and negotiate. Those people do not want for people to be dying in Bond County. I'm talking about the employees. They have workers.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think government want for that to happen. So you have to meet these people not halfway.
Yep.
I don't hear about any effort that the government made, apart from or jailing some people. Is that a solution? Yeah. So it's kind of sickening, Very, very sickening. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Alex, when I come to you, I'm always trying to make the comparison, right? So we got Phoebe. Have we ever experienced the kind of thing at Martha Taubman? Is already there?
Martha Taubman is a public hospital, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, but also, so then, Phoebe is not. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Phoebe isn't?
Phoebe is not. How do you call it? St. Joseph Hospital is one. There are some hospitals in the hospital in Ganta. It's owned by the Methodist. St. Joseph in Monrovia is owned by the Catholic.
Mm.
So those are in the same group like Phoebe Hospital.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, then then we need to be very timid on how we talk about it, and we need to look at it from the private sector point of view, and to look
Well,
looking at it from the government point of view.
The hospital administration have to be audited.
Yes,
because government sending money there.
But I will go even further than that. The fact that they are trusted with people's lives, Liberians' lives, and other, resident in the country, they need to be, audited across the board.
Yeah.
Why aren't you paying? In fact, how long have you been owing your workers? And maybe you do what I call in America now to do with the banks now. You stress test Phoebe. Are you able to stay in business for the next 6 to 12 months. You know, giving these conditions. So we're going to stress test you and see how you're going to do this. Can you make payment? Can you make your people's salary payment? Can you have drugs in your pharmacy? Do you have the right equipment here? They need to do that. I mean, look, and I'm not trying to be, funny about this, but I think some guy was making fun about the late Prince Johnson, the play he went, man. I think our mom had that sister hospital, right? And just the outside of the place, the fence. I mean, so that's a ball. And some people say, but look at the play abroad. The whole Senate have been in power for since we came from war. So they mean they couldn't fly the mail out of the control, taking to another place. Yeah, I don't want to condemn nothing, but I'm just saying what people are saying. Because the outside of the place says a lot. Then we enter the fence, the librarian says, But I think the minimum that the Ministry of Health should be doing is, we know we want facility to be able to treat our people, and we want to be able to reduce cost, but don't sacrifice better service for cost, for reduced cost. I mean, those things, it can be applied in other sector, but not within the health sector. Not within the health sector. You can say, let's just open more clinics and more hospitals so that the cost can go down. And somebody said, we'll go to more. Every time, I went to a medical school, open my stuff. And then, stuff be going wrong all over the place. So I would not do that. But I think, and I like the way you said, you can't owe people and then send them to jail. It doesn't work that way. Pay the people and then see what happens next. I'm hoping the guys that went to jail are probably out of jail by now because they shouldn't be there. Today is Tuesday and they were picked up, Monday, yesterday? I think they should be out of jail, hopefully. Mm-hmm. But they should grab the attention of the Ministry of Health. Do some stress testing on these facilities. If you allow them to stand up, don't allow them to just go unchecked. Go there. Stress test them. It's not a wrong thing to do. You're not witch hunting. You want to make sure that they can provide the service in a very standard way. That's how these things operate, my people. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. On that note, Mr. New, if you don't have anything to add, I'm going to go to Alex so you can take us to the line.
Yeah, I'll go to Alex.
All right. Alex can take us to the line.
Okay, so that's as folks have been for us here this evening to lock down with the program at Back to D4 here. Top 105.3. You listen to the co-host. You listen to Mr. Right, Mr. Numbo are discussing here this evening. So we'll have to go to the phone line and hear from you. What is your own input on this? A wonderful time. You can call us on 0776 105 105 881 143504 0776 105 105 881 143504. The numbers supported through, you'll be live on the program at Back to D4.
Archie right. He not playing. Alex.
Call on 0776 105 105 881 143504. 0776 105 105 881 143504 are the numbers supported through. Let's hear from you.
Correct. On tonight, we beg to this day. I beg to differ, my people. If not correct, we go talk am so. From 9 o'clock till 12 midnight, we sleeping here, we ready to fight. No palava, no.
Call us on 0776 105 105 881 14 3504 at the numbers of protocols. Let's hear from you here this evening on the program. I beg to differ. 0776 105 105 881 14 3504. Let's hear from you. 0776 105 105 881 14 3504. And you will be live here this evening on the program I beg to differ. If you just joining us, we'd like to say welcome here this evening to another edition of the program I beg to differ. It's about time that we hear from you. Put in your calls on 776 105 105 881 14 3504, and you will be live tonight.
Truth must talk, we not go high. Mr. Jotubo, bring the stand. Ready veterans, big and spend. I'm afraid of them clear. Anthony, WK, she make me think fair. Claudia Smith, strong woman, yeah. You wrong, she goes there. Leader G, how decide? For me, don't see me then like. Team of people, you're ready. Numbers, steady, steady. From push to down, from market to yard. If the matter strong, create it done. If them
If you just join us, you are listening to the official voice of Teach Our People Communications Incorporated, Top 105.3, and you log down on the program I beg to differ here this evening. The lines open. Put in your calls and let's hear from you. Numbers of callers are 0776 105 105 881 14 3504. 776 105 105 881 14 3504, and you're going to be part of us here this evening. Let's hear from you.
we go talk.
If it highly true, we could bring so we hold it there to go on the line and pick out this first caller here this evening. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Johnny. And where do you join us from?
Yeah, my name is Ambrose Kamara. I'm calling you for City Hall Communities, Zwedu.
And welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the show. And I love the question that they were asking about EPA activities in the country.
Okay.
And I love the question that they were asking about the garbage areas, if how Zwedu is looking about garbage centers. As you can serve me right, the road that leading from Maligo Quarter for Destra Street coming to City Hall, presently no road there. The garbage have blocked the road.
Sure.
Even those who are taking care of the garbage from the city corporation in Zwedu, can you imagine? They don't even have protection. Those guys can take the garbage, pull in the pickup, and they sit in the same garbage, riding it to carry it on Sandal Road. You know, it's very bad for health hazard. And EPA is not doing anything about that. You know, when you go to where Rita Car is living, Webu Quarters, coming down to the road are going down to Motolateral.
Yeah.
There is a garbage point now, right to that point, to Webu Quarters, just after the video club, coming to Webu Quarter way there is a road going down to, how they call it? Motolateral way there. There's a garbage center there.
Okay.
Where he our community as a city mayor, you know, the garbage points are, the people are not really working. The EPA people, they job behind people who are building houses. When you go there, they see that, oh, the house is not winning, they ask for money. They say, go ahead with your construction work. But they are not thinking about health hazard in this country. really. Then the another question that they were asking about hospital, if the medical facility, the hospital is giving more services to the people of the country. Presently in Grand Judea, when you get to the hospital, they check you. Even gloves, you have to buy it. You pay registration fee, which is 700. When they check you, they give you, prescribe the medicine. They say, go outside, go and buy it. You know, this is the country that we are living in. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Amber, for being part of the show. Of course, you can do the same by calling us on 0776 105 105 881 143504. 776 105 105 881 143504. Let's hear from you. In the true, we break. We'll go back on the line and pick up this person. Good evening.
Hello, evening, bro.
The area is okay. I'm doing well.
Yeah, this is Jackson. Comment who are listening and learn.
Jackson Gate. Jackson, welcome to the show.
Yeah, you know, my attention due to the PB thing or they were talking. What a PB hospital, a government hospital or a private hospital because the PB government for there is staff there on salary. So then what happened about salary every the people stretching what a PB hospital, a government hospital or a private hospital. In the private hospital, the way they put there is people there on a government salary too, then they do the same thing, then the people will be able to work because a PB hospital, I meeting everybody around Bon County and its surrounding. So if the government hospital, then why they ain't getting paid? If the private hospital, then the government salary too, they see what they did to every hospital. Yeah, anybody that listening to me tonight, if the private or a government hospital, so I can know too because I'm in the know. Thank you.
Thank you, Jackson, for being part of it. So we go on the line, pick up Berekatu here this evening. My God. I try and saw your call, no, so yes. Yeah, you can call us back. I don't know what is going on. So just put a call through on 776 105 105 881 143504. We'll go back on the line again with the Katu in. Welcome this evening.
Yeah, thank you. So we'll go evening, sir, and go evening to our professors. We're listening to all of the topic on our discussion. We want to start off with the health issue, then it's confusing. Government, if they want to do something, then it should be holistically, not selective one. If you take EWA hospital that we know of years upon years to be a private institution, you want to align them with government institutions. Then what becomes of the one that is being recognized as a government institution? The last one that left the line, Jackson Gate asked a very salient question. Is Phoebe Hospital a government-run hospital or a private hospital? So if it is government-run hospital, then you need to add them on government payroll and be able to tend to them just as you are turning to other hospitals. The act of one nurse dropping his or her tools down in a hospital, refusing to attend to a patient, it causes disaster. Government need to really look at it. But again, like I always say, I will shift blame on those who we thought supposed to be the one to be thinking wisely, that we refer to as elders of the land. That is the House of Senate. You got all of the committees representative in our house. Chairman on health, What are you doing when it comes to the lower house? Chairman on health, what are you doing when a budget comes before you? Don't they visit the budget for Phoebe Hospital or all government-run institutions when it comes to healthcare? It's saddening. When you you come to our county, Grenville, especially Zwedru City, truth be told, Zwedru is just carrying the name because it is a city being declared as a county seat. But when you do your survey, when you help Hazard, Zwedru is 0%. Every center there in the city, the heart of the city. EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, what are they doing? What are they doing? We yet to know. But all bad down because Grenville doesn't have county inspector. I can say it for free without mentioning my words. On the hearing someone who was serving as a county inspector, so he got the opportunity to travel to the U.S. Those who are acting, we're yet to see them putting things in place. You cannot be a county inspector, then the city you work in that you live in, the ones at the villages are more clearer and better than the city of Zwedru. What is your function? I spoke on the issue about the Toa Street to the Broad Street. That if they want to wait for national government to come with a rule, then it's better we close it down so it can't cause disaster. Pregnant women, students, people passing along the road there, falling down in our gutter, the dirty water is also harmful. Motorcycle are using the sidewalk to pass through. Everybody using one lane. The worst of it is that the government officials will gather there. They are not even using that road anymore because they know the condition of it. What have been the operation plan for the county project planner, the development superintendent, the county inspector? Need to talk about the very EPA. So it's just different altogether, my brother. It's different. Always on the contrary and negatively continue to push yourself on the market. It's saddening that we, the citizens, we can feel so ashamed and embarrassed when we are in the midst of other colleagues from other counties in terms of development and we're doing comparison. But again, thanks be to God that we got people there, the state podium panelists, the Abeg to differ panelists who trying their best, continuously pushing the growth and development agenda of Grand Gila County. It's just that those we expected to be leaders for us, but they are rulers. That's what the problem is. Instead of leading us, they are ruling us. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much, Brother Katu, for being part of it. Of course, you can keep your calls coming in on 776-105-105, 881-14-3504. Let's go on and pick up this person. Good evening.
Yeah, Justin Gay, let's see a land for the second time.
1 minute, please.
Yeah. If the poor can take our county budget, 400,000 they give it to LRB Energy. And how long to go to rock culture and buy rock and cement or to pay for to cover that pothole where the cartoon talking about on Toa Street there. So that one can happen LRB Energy that they're private entity making their own money. If you can look at what 400,000 you give it to them, then what about facing the Broad Street Road that 1 hour authority? Now you be looking at it. If you can take 400,000, you give to somebody private entity, we're making their own money generating form for themselves. Then why we can't check in the budget and carry what you talking about? I myself, I fell down in the water a few days with my motorcycle because I even know where to pass. So we can use our cash that way. We can have that sound decision instead of wait for national government. Our own initiative, we can do it. See, they kept the door street there. How they call it? We want door house. Like the cartoon that did a few days. That one no accident there again because they cash that place. So why we can't use some of our money instead of giving 400,000 to LRB Energy? Private entity were earning their own money. They helping us if we can spend that money there. Why we can't spend the money on Broad Street? See how they play looking now. Anytime we can receive stranger. See how they stay looking. Oh brother, it's too frustrating. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being part of it. Of keep your calls coming in on 0776 105 105 881 143504. 776 105 105 881 143504 are the numbers of Port through. Let's hear from you. You're going to be live here this wonderful time. Let's go on and pick up this person.
Good evening.
Good evening. You're near. Where do you join from?
My name is Mr. John David calling from Total Reblossy.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for this show this evening. You see, we are literally in this country. We are not doing a good job. They help from this country. We can tussle every day, every time, but stay the way, stay the same. You see, we don't know what to do. Our mouth be open, tearing, but stay the same. Example, the time the vice president came here, he said it was still dirty. That main street, the Puerto but that main street, the real street, it was not clean. It was dirty. So all these things here we are talking, really, we are suffering. Look at our own country. We are ashamed to go out. We don't go out, see some people area, and we come to our country. We are ashamed to talk. So really, we don't know what to say. So you're the elders, you're the government, and workers, don't please go into this issue. We are tired talking. The one will tussle, stay the place, stay burning. What we can do now? What we can do? We will leave for the country and start to go to the place, our own country, and elders see the place. They see the road in this area. Yes, the main street dirty. No go care. So what we should do? So leave the place and go live in place. We are crying in our heart. The cool leader also be the country. They are gone. And all of the one people that won't leave it. So really but listening to us to do the correct thing. For to be in peace. We are suffering and we are suffering over and over. And that song in our ears, song every day people sing the same. But they say the same thing. So what we can do now? So please let them listen to all and go by our wars. And please, we don't want to leave our country. The treasure is sweet, so they get money. But the elders, the leaders in this area, they are not doing good for us. We put them in power to do something good for us, but stay. They are to our feeling. We are crying in our heart. We are crying, but they don't know. So we pray to learn. To raise our kidney, let God guide, let God open their mind to work for the country. We are suffering. May God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being part of the show, Mr. David. So, first, you can call us on 0776 105 105 881 143504. We have 11 minutes up to 11 o'clock. 11th, we will hold it there with the call section. Go back to the panelists here and continue on the show. So the lines open as you are. Call us on 0776 105 105 881 143504. The problem time, no sleep in business. Call out on 0776 105 0776 105 105 881 143504. We will go on a line and pick up this person. Hello. Good evening, Chief. Your name, where do you join us from?
I'm Emmanuel Bobo, what I call from every decision.
Email, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for this show. Oh, we just continue to talk. And the more we talk, the people that say in their heart, talk that free. We come up Broad Street. We're asking for money. We're asking the local government. They still the major. Those who control the city, the taxes they're collecting, where the money going? What is the function of these people? The city mayor, the woman we have. Sometimes we have city mayor. What are they doing about the grocery? They're paying taxes every day. They're getting money every day. Where the money is going? It's a responsibility as a city mayor to look at your city. Will you continue to be talking about the one grocery that you sell it down? To enrich yourself, she getting salary. She getting money from the business people. She getting money from other people. Where the money is going? We talking about the one grocery. So the city corporation is able to do away $50,000 US. The money they're getting every day. We'll be talking about the one grocery. We'll be talking about the civil internet, the other people, the civil internet. That's still a responsibility too. So that's my concern. They have to see reason. They still have to see reason and look at our area. Our responsibility also. That's my concern.
All right, thank you. Thank you for being part of it. 0776 105 105 881 143504. 9 minutes ago here on the call section. You can call us on 0776. We'll go on the line and take this person. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I go by the name Shaka Babik Bedizu. I call you from Georgia Crumble Music Empire Studio.
Shaka Zulu.
Yeah, and mine would be the issue of security in the sub-region. I think I beg to default with one of the pioneers, Mr. Archie Wright, was talking about, corruption and security. Corruption happening when the security are now well paid. Hello?
You are live. Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, when the security of the nation or the state is not well paid, and they are not earning the type of salary that they should earn. That's why one of the main things is causing corruption into our security sector within Liberia. If the security are trained and well paid, I don't think they will be corrupt. They will be able to take drafts. They are going to work in accordance for the ethic of the security law. So I beg to default with that in terms of corruption. We always talk about corruption. In every sector there is corruption, but when the sector is strengthening, it's gonna make the security to work in line with the law. But in our country, we found out that our security sector is weak in terms of logistics, in terms of payment. That's what you're looking at now. If you look at Conakry, like on the news now, Russia is supplying, military weapons to that of Mali and it's getting on Guinean water. And we are closer to Guinea Conakry in terms of border dispute. Our security well paid, and they are going to defend all across the border, meaning that we are looking at they have military weapons that Liberia do not have. Then supplied by Russia, in other countries.
Right.
So if our security are well paid, I think they are going to protect our region. That's what caught my attention at political mechanic.
All right, thank you. I don't know whether you have veteran number. Veteran said you might call in.
Yeah. I really want to talk to veteran.
Yeah, call
I really wanted. I hope to have it. I hope to get it from you or Chris, but I would definitely want to talk to him at the station.
Yeah,
thank you for the info.
All right, thank you. So, folks, keep your calls coming in on 0776 105 105 881 143504. We have probably about 6 minutes to go on the call section. Let's hear from you. 776 105 105 881 143504. We will hold it there to go on the line and pick up Mr. Say Gonda here this evening. Welcome to the show, Chief.
Thank you for the recognition. My concern has to do with this drugs issue. that is hanging over this country. Where are we? Is it going to be the case with the 400,000 that just die off and nobody can hear anything about it? Now this is another big case hanging over our country. This one is not limited to Liberia. You know that if we don't do anything about this, people will hold it against Liberia. They're not hold it against any political party. They hold it against the entire country. Then we talk some people who were deported from America for drugs. Then they say this is not, Liberia has never reached a stage to be called a narco state. We know how some of you people were sent back to Liberia because of the drugs. So when we talk about it, some of you will feel offended, but we don't care. We always talk the fact that this country must not be labeled as a drug-infested country. You sit right here, somebody brought drugs in the country. Nobody can tell you which port of entry the drugs pass. Who is the custodian of the drugs? Who took it to Rawas International Airport before it was intercepted by security? Not a single person. They try to downplay it. Why the police must leave their job and interfere with the investigation that should be done by the LDEA? Are you telling me that LDEA is not competent enough to do this investigation? The police director must get involved, start insulting senator. And what have you in this country? Let's be careful in this country. What we are doing, we're not doing it to ourselves. We're doing it for the generation unborn. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being part of it. So we pick up one more caller and then we call it a date on the call section today. So it's called on 0776 105 105 881 143504. 0776 105 105 881 143504. The number supported through, and let's hear from you this evening. 776 105 105 881 143504.
I beg to differ, my people. If it's not correct, we got to come so. From 9 o'clock till 12 midnight, we sitting here, we ready to fight. No palava, no fear inside. Truth must talk, we not go hide. One Mr. John to go, bring that sense. Ready, extra, spit on offense. I'm a right to talk them clear. And I need WK, we make it think fair. Yes, big strong Maria. If you wrong, she go say Liberty, how this side, oh me county with the light. In my people, you're ready. Rambasa, steady. Rappers to town, from market to yard. If the matter strong, we hit it hard. If the thing not straight, we go conquer.
If it holler true, we go bring up.
If you get small, pull yourself on street.
0776 105 105 881 143504. 0776 105 105 881 143504. And you will be live here this evening on the program I Beg to Differ. So we pick up one more person that will go by. If not, 11 o'clock, we'll hold it there on the call section. Go back to the panelists here on the show. Mr. Gonda, welcome back. 1 minute, Chief.
Yeah. But this one, there's a problem that confronting us. We learn from the media today that the sharing committee chairman for Branjida resigned from football activity in this country.
knowing fully well that Grand Jesus will be one of the hosts in the region. And at the crucial moment, this may arise, where are we? What is our take as people of Grand Jesus County? Thank you.
All right, so that's it, my people. The time is now 11. We will hold it there. Go back to the panelists on the show here and continue with the show. So thank you for your calls. Let's continue reading it together here this evening. That don't you go away. So, Mr. Rai, welcome back.
Thank you, Mr. Wulu, and thanks to all our callers. Thanks for your participation. We look forward to having you tomorrow again. Mr. Nubo, let's get your caller's response.
Well, the callers were asking about the ownership of Phoebe Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Phoebe Hospital is jointly owned by the Lutheran Church of Liberia, the United Methodist Church Annual Conference, and the Episcopal Church. They own Phoebe Hospital. And Phoebe is not like ELWA Hospital. That's a ELWA Eternal Love, Winning Africa is out. So the government had to step to the plate. But we still have the Lutheran Church, we still have the Methodist Church, we still have the Episcopal Church. And government is still sending subsidies to the Phoebe Hospital. And that's what I say, the hospital administration has to be audited. I was there before at GSC. Subsidy was sent to Cottonton, and some administrators from there built hotels in Banga.
Wow.
I'm telling you what I know.
And this did not raise a red flag with the authority at the time?
I say, if you think I'm lying, or call John. John will tell you. John will tell you. We raised it, but who listened to it?
Oh, no.
Nobody. And with respect to Zwedru, the trash, the this and that, that's the same thing I was talking about. The EPA does not have a national agenda. So, like in Monrovia, they have left everything with the city of Monrovia or city corporation of Monrovia, and they are leaving it with the city of Plibo, the city of Zwedru, the city of John Town. That's what they are doing. And that cannot cut it. They are national entity.
Yeah.
And they must perform as such. And somebody said, one of the callers said, $400,000 for county development is given to Lip Energy. I don't think that is what I understood it to be, from the get-go. I thought, in addition to the funding from the national government to, Grand Gila County, one of the representatives made a request to the government for electrifying his district. I think that's how the $400,000 came in. I might be wrong, but that's how I understood it when we were discussing it. So the colors, they made good points, and I appreciate them and I congratulate them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Newble, for such a thorough response to our callers. I mean, I got to say this. We do our best to pick up everybody's comments and concern. You saw Mr. Newble going through the names and the issues that were raised. We do that, and because we appreciate your participation, and we want to make sure that you, too, have a say in this conversation. It's a national conversation. We'll have it. Yeah, but I want to pick up on Alex. Okay, thank you. Oh, Mr. Newble. Okay. Mr. Newble, I'm going to have to mute you a bit. Okay. All right.
Now he muted himself.
A man drive from the station, you see, man, mute yourself.
Thanks. I don't know. Just when I read a talk, the system kicked me out.
I muted myself, and you say you were going to mute me, and I want the system kick you out.
Yeah, well, we were performing the task 2 times. It's just a confusion here. But anyways, I wanted to say, I think the issue when it got to raise about Toa Street and the safety to women and children and other pedestrians is very, very important. And I think it was what the guy named I caught the name. Come on, Archie. Well, he said, Listing and Learn said he fell down off the back, he said, his own bike. So I hope the city mayor and her people are listening. Because when your people start complaining about the danger that they have been faced with while they're plowing the streets, I think maybe it should catch your attention. And this reminds me about when we were talking about B Mountain, and one of the callers called and said, yes, I worked with B Mountain for 2 years. And they made the same comment. So that certain the road going into how they call the town in that where B operates. Gosh. But anyway, the town that they're operating in, the guy said to leave that town, come on the main road. No pregnant woman can use that road. Can you imagine? This is where $1.6 billion is being pulled from every year. And you're talking about road condition in that manner. And the same thing here goes. Okay, I know the city don't have money like B Mountain does, but that's repair. Like the other guy said, go and get he said go and get your gravel, your rock, put it there, and put a cement on top of it. You can put steel there, but put enough gravel there, and then you cement that thing. That's a low cost. That's a low cost. You're not rebuilding the road, but at least you're providing a temporary solution to the problem. That needs to be taken into consideration. Okay. And it needs to be looked into because it's very, very important. I also want to come to the point that, the guy raised about Phoebe. Phoebe, like Mr. Nubo had clearly shown, is private, but it still doesn't take Phoebe out of the responsibility of the government. Phoebe operates in Liberia. Phoebe must be made to operate according to standard, just like JFK, just like Martha Totman, just like all the regional hospitals around the country, just like Johnson F. Doe, just like the Emirate Hospital. Phoebe has to operate on a level. And I know Mr. Anuba saying you're going to be audited. I'll go far as to stress test him. Do the whole system. Go up and down. From finance to government to logistics to, preparedness. If I look at the whole system, how to bring people in and how to, all of that. Triaging, look at all of that stuff. Because do you want your hospitals to be able to operate better? And nobody gonna force themselves to operate better. I don't want to say at least Africa. You got to make people to do. Even here in America, when people don't get caught doing wrong, let me say, do what tell around. Yeah, he work with the city. He goes around and find people, big fines. This is America. Even the city he works for, he found the city. Guess what? The city would not want Mr. Nuba to come back and find that same problem, so they will fix it. Because they know when he comes back and he finds that same problem, they find double. And guess what? When they find double, that's big money. And the city going to ask questions, why are we paying that money? And somebody here will roll. Because we're paying the money out of somebody negligent, then that's a problem. That's a problem. And so the government needs to be able to make sure all of these things are taken care of. Absolutely sure. And so I want to stop on that note. If we didn't, mention your calls, please understand that whatever you call to talk about, it is important. But let me end on my man. Where's the name? What the musician name again? Oh my God. Political mechanic. Political mechanic, you're right. Security is the number one issue in Africa and everywhere. We need to take that into consideration. I mean, look at what happened in Mali right now. Thank God Mali got the Africa force there. I think it's the Russian paramilitary. They have stopped another. I don't know, you heard about that, Jaji. They have stopped another insurgent, takeover in Mali. I think it was 2 days ago. Sunday. Sunday they did the attack. They did attack on Sunday or Monday yesterday. Yeah, and the Russian Corps and the ATS guard and the AES guard and step up, and they want to stop that insurgent takeover. So yes, imagine if they got successful in Mali, because look, this is the second time they are not successful. Who knows? It might come back again. It might be even one of the other states in the Confederation. Now it's maybe Burkina Faso, or it might be Nigeria. One day, who knows? And I hope they never do succeed. We don't pray for that. But if we don't prioritize security, they may do that. And we don't want that. We don't want it. It is in the interest of West Africa to make sure that these countries and the Sahel region remain peaceful. You may not like the military government there. Just how you say things are not perfect, democracy is not perfect, understand too that what the people in the Sahel like. They never got in the street to demonstrate to the people. So you got to accept the governments, accept them for who they are. All right. So I want to end on that note. I see here Mr. Alex is sending me a lot of information. Let's see what the well, Mr. Numa, in the meantime, do you have anything you want us to talk about?
Mr. Raja, hold on, so me arrange a go. I want for you to be missing me arrange a go to send a go.
No, you don't mess it up. You don't mess it up. Let me.
Let me see what I can do to arrange it. Yeah, Mr.
Okay. So while we do that, Mr. Nubo, anything particular? You want me to be rolling out what I have here? Mr. Nubo, you're muted.
One of the columns was saying something. He was talking about the security and said something Burkina Faso, no. And I did not get a clear understanding of what he was saying.
So with respect to Guinea, he was saying that Guinea is heavily being armed by the buying arms, Russia. And yeah, we are in border dispute with Guinea. Can we defend ourselves against?
Okay. That's fair enough. That one, I think, is with the National Security Agency. The National Security Agency, I think it got a budget boost by maybe $8 to $11 million. So let them tell us how to use the money. Or how do we use the money?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want us to pivot a little bit, Mr. Nubu, because the reason is, they call them political mechanics said, we got to be concerned about our region and our continent, and perhaps in fact the world. So it is on that basis I took the issue. I said, you know what, Payne? Let's look at it. Let's see what it is. It is the issue concerning South Africa, Ghana, and now Nigeria. I don't know if you guys are aware, but the issue of xenophobia has escalated outside of South Africa.
Right.
If you guys ever heard, I think you're probably aware that a delegation comprising of the South African president was supposed to go to Ghana to kind of smooth things out. But the Ghanaian government last minute time said, nope, we don't want you. We don't want you coming over because we too don't want our people to protest, because your presence in this country is going to cause protests. Because our people are angry. They are so angry, and we cannot guarantee your safety if you show up here. And that is causing some serious problem with Ghana and South Africa. And as a matter of fact, some of the Ghanaians, people in the government, the thing is getting serious, gaining so much momentum that they should start confiscating South African businesses now. Which, if you look at it on, even on the surface, it makes sense. But if you look at it in depth, it makes absolute sense. The guys are making a case. Look, I know you're going to scare foreign investors away, but come on, man. What do you expect these countries to do? Only in libraries, we're going to do nothing. What the person our people home is, okay, I can't sit down. Ghana and Nigeria saying, no. We'll take our people home. But guess what? Our people have businesses. They have homes. And we have seen your people live on camera saying, oh yeah, we are taking this other business from this other Nigerian, and we're going to put in South African. Is anybody complaining about that? So now what do you do with a guy who spent almost 30, 40 years in South Africa and has been running our business for all that time? But he's told, don't even lift your finger on any of these things. Just pack up with your family and head home. This man is giving no reparation for that. Giving nobody even buying the business. They're just saying, oh, because you are here, we don't want you to be here, you got to go. How is that fair? Some of the guys in the government are saying, look, it's okay. We have MTN here, we have Standard Bank, and we have so many of them here. These are big, big businesses that can employ over 2,000 to 3,000 Ghanaians. So as our people come, we are going to tell them, so you pack up too. And the people whose businesses you took in South Africa, we're going to put them into that position so that they can run MTN, so that they can run Standard Bank. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Because the government has to look out for its people as well. What do you say to the man who comes back with nothing? A wife and children. He left his business there. Somebody who knows nothing about it is going to take over the business and probably run into the ground because he knows nothing about it. He's going to run into the ground. He's going to run into the ground. You don't know the man, his customers. You don't know his suppliers. You don't know nothing. Of course, you're going to take all the contacts with him. Where do you start? You're going to run the business in the ground. So, and the Nigerian and the Ghanaians guy was saying the reason why we got to do this is because the government is involved. Now listen to the judge. The argument the guy is making is watch some of these videos. You see the police accompanying these people, and these people are brutalizing African immigrants without the police interfering, doing nothing about it. So how can you say, oh, the government or Ramaphosa don't know about it? When you finally say, okay, now that we're staying, it is not that we're staying out of it. We're going to follow you. But guess what? We're going to follow each other to make sure that you can do what you want to do. They go, we're not going to stop you. Go ahead. Brutalize all you want. So how is that not fair? To say, okay, but the government participated in it back in their country. So we too get to our way just to be able to bring some closure to our people who suffer all these losses. So I wanted to find our video and roll it and listen to this guy. But while I'm trying to play that, Georgie, if you have any take on that, you can go ahead.
Well, I've seen that and I listened to some of that. But most of this stuff, we have to localize them. We have MTN in Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
What is the Liberian government position? Our fellow West Africans, if not Liberians, our fellow West Africans, the people that send ECOMON to Liberia when we're in trouble, they are being deported. So what is the government position? We have MTN, or Ghana Telecom was taken over by Vodacom, a South African company.
Yep. Another South African company, yeah.
Uh-huh. And I don't know if they have MTN in Ghana. I believe they have it in the Ivory Coast. I don't know if they have Cell C in those countries, but these are all South African companies. And I know what West Africa or Africa has done for South Africa independence. And they are ignoring everything to come and push Africans out of their country. They put a surprise then to me that their fellow black South Africans. I visited Soweto. The middle class Soweto is different from the real Soweto, where hundreds of people have access to one bathroom. So they should be mad at their own people, but not at the fellow Africans who even provide jobs or job opportunities for them. Yeah. So it's very sad. It's very sad, but the leadership of the nation, look the other way, why these people are killing fellow Africans. Harassing fellow Africans. So I think Ghana was right. I think Ghana was right.
Yep. And Ghana has been on really retaliating to do. Muhammad is not taking this light like Buhari is doing. He's serious about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have this video, Judge. I was looking at. I pulled this one today, and I just saw it. It is about how you call it? Student Unification Party. They had a press conference, I think today, endorsing Stand. Stan is what's her name? Moluba Molu. Moluba Molu's what you call it? Advocacy group. I think we can call it that way. And it's going to come out July 17th. So, 10 days from now, we expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if we have any official communication.
Le président de Liberia, Capitol Hill, Marvel, Liberia. Soup endorses Stan's July 17 protest. Calls on Vice President Jeremiah Fankum to submit himself to an independent investigation on the George Cassidy. Demands the immediate dismissal of police IG Gregor Como. Revolutionary Vanguard Unification Party. Conscious from patriarchs of student movement, oppressed laborers, market women, and the resilient masses of the Liberian people. We salute the revolutionary consistency in the face of perpetual marginalization. The Revolutionary Vanguard Unification Party addresses all Liberians today for the historical barricades of intellectual resistance and militant combativity, standing resolute as the perpetual conscience of the society and the vanguard protector of democratic accountability. The current socio-economic landscape in Liberia is marked by an escalating governance crisis, in which economic paralysis, institutional fragility, and the naked assault against the rule of law are taking over the society.
I don't know why you want to say
Capitol Hill, Marvel, Liberia.
What you say, Judge?
I said, what word you want to pronounce?
I don't understand the thing. And I'm glad you said that, but let me have you address that first because I want. So you see that?
No, I feel that. I feel that. That is what I feel. 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 these students, they have gone away from what soup was meant to be. And maybe they have become opportunists because former soup leaders like Samuel Tuer, Comini Wiese, all these people did not turn out right. So all of them are hustling for themselves. How you will go and endorse mobile model demonstration against drugs when Bomba Model went to Fishtown too? When the drugs were floating on the ocean, Bomba Model went there. So I don't know what they are trying to prove. Maybe they're giving a speech, the confused speech, because of whatever Brian Emelo mobile model give them. It does not make any sense. Yes, and how their colleagues like the one called Sitori, who will stay in Ghana, they want to brutalize Onawia. How will he feel? How will people like former soup leader Tiawan Gonglo, how will he feel? So it is very sad. It doesn't make any sense to me. But that's me.
Okay. All right. I want to just pose a few questions to you before I do my comment on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, would it be, in fact, or can it be argued that people like Soup don't choose sides, and the shooting choose sides?
They should not choose sides, and they has to make or have meetings and decide on what position to take. The drugs issue is very important. When they want to stage a protest, Soup usually stage their own protest. They don't align with some crooks and what have you. And I'm saying, they should be heaping praises on Joe Walker government. But I'm saying that if there's something going on wrong within the government, they should stand on their own feet, but not to go to corrupt person like Mamba Molu and say we endorse your protest. No, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but can we also say that? Let's look at the. I want to say it. It's hard to put it past. I mean, how to say, okay, let's separate stand. I don't know what stand for anyway. I think our solidarity, something along that. But I don't know what it stands for. And how to separate him from 8. He is the first leader. I mean, he's a funding leader. So with him comes stand. What would it mean? Or what would it stand for? What the acronym stands for? But I agree with you on one hand that, okay, maybe they can be a little circumspect in how they give the support. You know, we don't want to be nitpicking here, but because we are Student Unification Party, we are student. We don't belong to no national political movement or party. We're strictly in the middle. So if we look at this individual and we think there's a problem here, now we want to hold off. You know. But like you say, you know, Moluba Molu is a questionable individual. So we don't want to be part of this thing, you know what I mean? But the on the other post said, but hold up. If I think you should be in favor of being part of anybody out there that is acting in the interests of the people. In this case.
In that situation, you are being used.
How so?
You are being used. They were.
You are doing it at your own volition, though.
I said, hold on. The same soup leaders were there when under weird government. While Moluba Molu was the chairman of the party, soup people were brutalized.
Yes.
We still remember somebody called Martin Colley. That was when Moluba Molu was chairman of CDC. And Martin Colley, fled the country. And they are turning around. They have become so flippant. They're going to the same Moluba Molu who was calling the shots as chairman of CDC and say, solidarity to Moluba. When Henry Costa, was kicking, so had their protests outside of Costa. They had their own protest. Let's say the $26 billion. That was two protests. They didn't go and marry their organization with Costa. They didn't go and marry their organization with UP, operatives. That is what I'm talking about. They have to stand on their own for them to be respected. That's me.
Okay, so all right, so now all right, and I'd agree with the path of independence. Absolutely agree with that. And I think I was saying they need to be in the middle, not in favor of any party, any other organization, either like STAN or whoever they may be. Be independent, be transparent, because that's how your legitimacy, comes about. On the other hand, too, are you also thinking that a soup may be of the belief that, okay, if we endorse a particular national event, such as the protest that STAN is, preparing for on the 17th, it is not in favor of Moluba Molu as an individual, nor STAN as an organization. It is for us staying true to who we are as a student unification party that wants the country to move in the direction that we wanted to move in, which is transparency, accountability, and good governance. Does the argument suffice?
Look, actually, I don't know what you're trying to do. I hope you are not trying to flip-flop on the soup itself.
No,
their statement is clear.
Okay.
That they are supporting same position. If soup is convinced that the drug issue is important, the anti-drug issue is important, why soup cannot go have a meeting, reach out to the institutions in Monrovia there, and out of Monrovia reach out to the colleges, and they have their anti-drugs thing. Instead of going to baptize the Moba Molu. I mean, that's what I was talking about when I say, you are flip-flopping the soup itself. Anyway, when you tasting the soup, you gotta and then you put it to your mouth.
No, but I like the angle you just brought in. I think you see when that's an independence you refer to. Okay, I'm looking at independence from a different perspective, but you're looking at independence from an operational standpoint, which is I'm looking at it generally. The ideology and endorsement and protest. But you're saying when it comes to disagreement with certain things that happen, that want to protest, let them do it on their own. They should have that gravitas to be able to pull people together, other institutions. They could go to UMU, they could go to whatever universities around Monrovia there, and bring people on. Private universities or state-owned universities. I agree with that.
SUP is the headquarters for LINSU, Liberia National Student Union. And SUP is also the seat, the university now. It's also the seat for FLY, Federation of Liberian Youth. And I mean, when you look at SUP, what it stands for, something they call massive crisis, and you look at Mobile Molu agenda, I mean, it doesn't make sense that they will support somebody Mobile Molu. So they need to go back on a drawing board and have meetings with LINSU, have meeting with FLY, and have a demonstration or protest about the drug thing here. Then it needs to claim the attention of the leadership of the country. Because most of the people that are affected in the country, they are the young people.
Yeah.
People used to hit their head against the light pole.
So can we assume then, Mr. Numo, that maybe SUP, because like you said, SUP organized some big protests in the past, like the $16 billion, they were part of it. It was big. So can we assume, though, can we just speculate that they probably wanted to do their own protests, giving the drug thing, but they're like, they think it costs a lot of money to operate. You know, the operation in this thing is it's a lot of money. The logistical needs alone, you know, don't meet our financial, our financial weight.
I don't think so.
So maybe let's try to, to
I don't think so.
co-mingle here with Sting.
If Moba Molu can single-handedly do it, Soup can do better job.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you.
No. I'm saying, but you got to look at it from the other side too. Now, yes, Molu appears to be doing it single-handedly, but how is he doing it single-handedly? Is he being financed? Can we speculate about that?
Well, no, maybe bribing organizations. Maybe bribing organizations, but if Soup Fly and Lesu get together and say, we make this plan here, they will get funding from organizations. They will get funding. What do they need? Water? And what have you? Or money to print flyers or posters? They can get funding for that. I'm telling you. There's nothing Mamba Mono can do that Soup or Lesu and Flyer cannot do. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, the CDC people, they are looking at 2029 now.
Yes.
I think Soup is looking at 2029. Soup is looking at Liberia.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. And I think this is where we draw the line. And I'm glad you brought this up because I was going to go to political. I'm glad you took it that way. So Soup, like you said, if Soup were to, let's say Soup come on and say, we want to do this on our own, we want to go out and protest. Do you think that opposition parties in Monrovia and outside, their members, was it okay, $8 $10 and $5 here? Matter of fact, go to the school.
Yes, they will. But I'm telling you, but Moba Monu doing this single-handedly, he will not get 1 cent from the opposition parties, with the exception of CDC.
Why are you so sure? Why are you so sure?
I'm telling you.
But why are you so sure?
Actually, one last way in Liberia.
No, the question I'm asking is because if he's doing this, because now we are talking about it, we're giving him free publicity about it. This is what the opposition want to be associated with, right? Opposition want to be associated with the kind of publicity that he's getting from us here tonight. Oh, Stan is doing it. Oh, look, who Stan is with? Soup. Right?
Well,
they don't have.
You have not heard from Ability Party. You have not heard from Communist Party. You have not heard from Gongo Party. The only group you have heard from is Soup. Soup.
Well, could it be that they're operating undercover?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I feel that this is.
So you think they will not? They don't want to do it because he's strictly seditious and he operating with CDC.
The what?
I mean, I'm saying you said, if he gets support, he's only getting support from CDC. I'm saying you're saying the reason why he may not get it from them is because these other political parties, Ability, Cummings, and all other people.
He is doing it. He is doing it for 2029, and if I'm not sure, no, Ability and Cummings, they are in some cahoot with CDC. Maybe they will support it, and if they do not do it openly, like soup, they cannot claim the glory, any glory that comes from there. So no.
Well, they'll take the secret glory too. I bet you suppose secret, so you got the secret. You gotta taste the glory secretly.
So let them come out. Let comments come out and say we supposed to stand like, oh, I don't know how to call it, MCC or CMC. Come out and say we support Mobile Molu. And I will ask who is Mobile Molu, and they will say the guy who said he met Obama in a hallway, in Ghana.
Hey, look, I got to divert a little bit, Judge. Why I said this thing never leaves from behind it?
Why is that?
What you just mentioned about Molu.
That's the type of person he is. He is not a real guy. He lies. He lies. Obama people deny it. But he said he met Obama in a hallway and they knocked the rocks and
and that's a U.S. president you encounter like that in the hallway.
And he bumped into the man bumped into him, and they did a Liberian handshake. That's a lie. So it will follow him.
Yeah, because I think when he had a altercation with the authority, he went on, I think it was Spoon or somewhere he went. And some of the politicians couldn't get him a chance to talk. First in the ball with him. Why should people believe you when you're the same guy that came to and told us you met Obama? He got so angry. Yeah. He got so angry.
Say, man, Obama.
Yeah. But in a few minutes we have left, Judge. I want to ask a question because
Go ahead.
So why is it, and I like the way you said it, and I'm beginning to think, yes, it's true. They may not, they have the reason to not endorse this guy. But have you ever seen where an endorsement of events, say a protest, a planned protest, brings together party leadership across the board, where they come and they have this, like we see it out here, you know what I mean? And you see in other places around the world, this conglomeration of parties come together with the leaders and they talk about what they want to do. Either the endorsement of protest or they're not in favor of certain things that are happening, but they do it together and they face the press. I have not seen such events.
Actually, I don't know when you return from planet Mars.
I never left planet Earth.
Okay, but it looked like you left. Last year, we had the anti-drug protests. People from all walks of life in Liberia, regardless of political parties, they got together and it stood against the drugs issue. Do you recall that?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay. So that's something that I'm talking about. And I didn't want to, be smart at you. When I said, I don't know when you left planet Mars.
No, understood.
But that's what I was talking about. We were right here. And our people demonstrated that unity. And that is the type of unity we want. 2029 campaigning, because the people who will die from the drug sting, they are not people from a particular party. And the people who will benefit, they are people who are official, people who are making enough money, but they feel that they are not making enough. Those are the people, who want for Liberia to be a drug trafficking center in West Africa. So I don't want this approach to be partisan. I want it to be national in scope, where everybody get together and even call the president. Joe Boakai, you were part of the protest, and that's what you said.
Yes.
And where do you stand now? That's the approach I want, though. But I want self glorification. We go mobile money say, oh, y'all remember? No, I'm very important person. Y'all remember when I met with Obama? And then you actually, you be here clapping, even though you will not hear you clapping. But that's.
No, but yeah, I mean, I agree with what you just said, because as you were talking, I had a picture in my head. Yes, this was supposed to be purely neutral, absolutely neutral. No political party or no one political leaning organization, leading the charge on this. And it is not, I can understand why you want to sue, to have used its umbrella with the Fly, Lensu, and everyone else from across the nation to come together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To ready take over the situation. Remember some women groups,
Yeah, the women group.
Women groups, bring them in.
Oh, the gender ministry. Even though it's misnamed, it should have been a Ministry of Women and Children, like they did in Ghana.
Yeah.
But I call it gender. So myself, I'm inside, because I'm gender.
I know, right? We all inside. We all inside. But yeah, Mr. Nubo, I think we had a great time here tonight. It's 2 minutes to tea time. So can you give us your closing, sir?
Yeah, my closing is a short one.
Yeah.
If soup want to be real soup, they need to be independent of hustlers. They can mobilize the civil society organizations, Lensu, Fly, and even the political parties. That last year we had a parade, and this was what we stood for yesterday. And that has changed today. So we need to revisit our position for the betterment of the Republic of Liberia. And I feel that is what SUP needs to do. But not to other people say follow the leader, not to follow the hustler. Thank you.
Thank you, Gigi. Well, thank you so much. It was a great program. Thanks to all the callers. Thanks for those who are watching out there, listening on the radio. We appreciate you being part of the program. And, I want to say to the government, whether you are leading a little village, you're there, your people voices are very important. Listening to them. It counts because you are there to serve them, provide service. Provide service. A frown on Minister Pia using public office, public hours, and engaging in social leisure enjoyment. He knows if he had done that here in the U.S., he'll be parking hello the next time he gets in the office. That was inappropriate, and I hope he doesn't repeat that. I also want to say the government should be very, very strong and proactive on these religious, private healthcare institutions. I will go beyond what Mr. Newell is recommending, which is auditing, I would say stress tests. Go across the board. Even if you can make them to take care of all the findings that have all the gaps in it, but at least you have something to go back on to engage them. Say, no, we're here the last time, here's what we found. We're going to be coming back every 2 months to make sure that you have taken care of all these inefficiencies. If you do that, you will build strong public health institution in our country. But you can't wish it. You got to be able to build it. And when you build it, is to be able to stress test and work with the management to fix some of the deficiency and inefficiency that is present. With Stan, I want to say, Lady, good luck. On this, the costs seem to be real. You say you're fighting drugs, but people like Mr. Lewis arguing, you were once there, and drugs. Like you said, you went to Maryland. The drug was floating over the ocean. I don't know what you went there for, but you said you were there. So this is a credibility issue. So I think, but you have the chance to redeem yourself. We all need redemption. And I would not condemn you. You are fighting for, the protection of the young people and their health. We need to fight against the drugs infiltration of our country. We need to do that. And you taking on a fight, I want to say good luck to you and you and your partners. On that note, I want to say thanks everybody once again for listening. And Alex, you can take her home, sir. See you back at tomorrow, same place, same time.
Thank you.
Thank you too, sir.
All right, so let me say many thanks to all of you. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you, Mr. Nomo, for making today's editions a great one here on your Back to D4. And so for those of you been listening to us, we do appreciate every one of you for the time being spent there with us. Take a necessary that every day you always be here with us, that we continue to discuss issues that matter to our countries, our county, that going to improve our living standard in our area. So we do appreciate you. Thanks for the call and always calling on the show to be part of it. At this point, we take break to be right back tomorrow, same time, same station. So that's it, Mr. Wright. Let me say good night to all of you.
Good night. Good night.
TOP FM